With the latest iteration of the VW California, the T6.1, in the UK at least, they have now introduced the Coast. Now, this is the first time we've ever seen the Coast in this country. They've also dropped the Beach, so if you want a VW California, you have to choose between a Coast and an Ocean. There's £8,000 difference between the two, and it can be a bit of a minefield trying to work out what the difference is. So let's have a look in this video at what those differences are. Browsing through the brochure initially, it's not immediately clear what differences there are between the Coast and the Ocean. I've had a good look through, and it's not a completely extensive list, but we are going to have a look at what the key differences are, at least, between both the Coast and the Ocean. This list was compiled in September 2020. Don't forget that manufacturers can change the specifications of vehicles at any time. If you are going to order a new Volkswagen California, make sure you check with your dealer that it has everything on it that you definitely want on it. So let's have a look at what you get for an additional £8,478 if my maths is correct. And the first thing we're going to look at are the engines that are available. It doesn't matter if you buy a Coast or an Ocean, all the engines are diesel. The only difference is the power output that is available. On a Coast, it's strictly 150 horsepower, whereas on the Ocean, it comes as standard with the 150 horsepower, but you can specify 199 brake horsepower. The other difference as well is if you want a four-wheel drive vehicle, 4Motion is only available on the California Ocean. Now, I know there'll be a few people that will be disappointed. Manual gearbox is not available in the UK on a VW California. You have to go with VW's DSG gearbox, which in our opinion is fantastic. However, I know that there are some people that do like the manual gearbox. The way the pop tops operate is different as well. The California Ocean comes with an electrically operated roof, whereas the Coast comes with a manually operated roof. Now, if you've seen our recent review of the California Coast, you'll know that the manually operated roof is actually really easy to use. 16-inch wheels come as standard on the California Coast, whereas on the Ocean it's 17-inch wheels as standard, and the biggest difference there is that there's actually 3 different 17-inch wheel designs that you can pick from for no extra cost. When the T6.1 was first announced, we thought there were going to be a few different cabinet colour options, but it's one for the Coast and one for the Ocean. The Coast comes with the bright oak wood effect cabinets, whereas the Ocean comes with the graphite grey slate effect cabinets. Heated seats and digital cockpit are a couple of luxuries that come as standard on the Ocean. The Ocean comes with the Discover Media sat-nav as standard, but bear in mind that the Coast and the Ocean both come with App Connect anyway, so you can connect your smartphone via Android Auto or Apple CarPlay to give you sat-nav functionality. LED headlights will cost you an additional £1,290 on the Coast, and if they're anything like the T6 headlights, they are an essential item in our opinion, because the standard headlights were pretty appalling. I do believe they may have upgraded the standard halogen lights that come on the Coast, but I haven't tried them, so I can't really advise you on that. I just know that the LED headlights that come as standard on the Ocean are fantastic. There's a couple of differences with regards to the glass. Firstly, the Coast comes as standard with a heated rear window, so there's a heated element inside that rear window. Now, that actually removes the insulated properties of that window. It is no longer essentially double glazed, whereas the Ocean doesn't have a heated element inside that window. However, it is insulated glass on that rear window in the Ocean. Secondly, if you want privacy glass on the Coast, it would cost you an additional £354. Privacy glass does come as standard on the Ocean. Also, with that privacy glass, if you spec that on the Coast, it will add insulated glass to the cab area. So the part where you drive the vehicle from will then become insulated glass, and again, that is standard on the Ocean. The Coast comes with more traditional air conditioning as standard, whereas the Ocean is fitted with 3-zone climate control. So that's where you can set a specific temperature on either side of the vehicle, so a passenger can have a different temperature to the driver. But probably the biggest difference is the fact that it will add climate control into the rear of the vehicle. So if you have kids or dogs, you can then set a different temperature to the back of the vehicle. For example, we use that in our Ocean, so we will have it cooler in the back for Bentley, our dog, whereas the Coast doesn't have that rear temperature controlled functionality. The final difference I'm going to talk about is the parking sensors. The California Coast comes as standard with parking sensors, front and rear, but the Ocean builds on that with adding park assist, where the vehicle will park for you. It'll do all the steering for you, you just have to do the throttle and brake, and it also adds a rear view camera. Now, as I said at the start of this video, this list is not absolutely every difference between the Coast and the Ocean. There's some things like a power latching side door comes on the Ocean. You've also got a window in the door on the Ocean, and these are things that you can't actually add on to a Coast to make it more like an Ocean. I had a good look through the brochure to see how much it would cost to add everything to a Coast to make it more like an Ocean, and I estimate it's around about £7,000. So it's interesting. Let us know in the comments below whether you think it's worth essentially an extra £1,500 for an electrically operated roof, a power latching door, and other things like an extra window in the sliding door. Like I said earlier, if you want a more powerful engine or 4Motion, you're forced to have an Ocean anyway. But we genuinely think the California Coast represents good value for money. There's a couple of options that I would add if I was buying one. LED headlights are fantastic, but I really do think that the California Ocean just adds a lot of luxuries. They're very nice to have, but perhaps not essential. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Which one would you go for? And if you haven't already checked out our full review of the California Coast, that'll be linked in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and we shall see you in the next video.
So that we can keep bringing you quality tours, reviews, travels and consumer advice, please click that subscribe button, and don't forget to also click the bell so you're always notified of the latest release.